type of nigga he is. And me and him is completely different. It's crazy because me and him is dead as 1 year apart. And you would think that we like years apart, but we only 1 year apart. And me and him is totally different. Like I said, we used to be the same. He was the calm one. I was the crazy one. And then it just flipped. Now he's the crazy one. I'm the calm one.
Wait, when was you the crazy one?
Like when I was younger, like I used to wild out.
Like
Nah, elementary school. Like before me and you met, like middle school. Before that, I was wilding. I was low key wilding. I ain't gonna lie, but then it flipped. Like,
ooh,
it flipped.
Let me ask you both y'all this then. You want to say something? How do you think you know how to be a father to your kids? Like all right, hold on. You know what? All right, this is gonna be a 2 question. First question is, what do you think with your kids that you're gonna do with your kids? What you think with your kids that you're gonna do that your father probably didn't? And then how do you know how to be a father to the kids, to your kids? Like, how do you feel like you know how to be one?
See, with me, it's a couple things. Like, I watch my uncles. I see. Well, one example was my big brother. Like, I see how he took care of us, and then I see my uncles and how they deal with their kids. And my mom is my mom, but she showed me how to be like a good person. You feel me? So I kind of got a lot of similarities from my mom. So I know, I know things to do and things not to do. And then on top of that, my mom, she used to babysit a lot. So I know how kids are. I know how to do this and that. And me personally, I'm a good person. So I know how to like be like a good father. I feel like I could be a good father. And then I watch interviews with like rapper niggas, how they say they don't have a father, and they and of course they millionaires and shit like that, so it's easy for them to take care of their kids. But I don't know. I don't know. I just seen a lot. I seen how people take care of their kids, like my uncles and them, for example, and I see how like my mom treat us. So I feel like I could be a good father just from that, honestly.
Like, you sleeping? Like, my man's, and I'm not trying to throw his business out there, but I'm not gonna say who it is. I know he probably gonna watch this shit, but I'll listen to it. But that's my good man's too for my job, and fuck.
Yeah, he already.
Alright, I'm gonna edit that part out. But my man's, he like we talked, and he was telling, like, his mom, passed away, RP to her, and basically, like, no cap, like he reading a book one day on how to potty train his daughter, right? And the shit was sad to me, and I'm just like, damn, like, that's my good man shit. I'm like, yo, what you reading? He like, a book on how to potty train my daughter, because his dad didn't really like take care of him, nothing like that. He wasn't really like there like that. He like, word for word, he just didn't know how to be a father to the nigga, like he told me. But he always look out for him, like he still like make sure he alright. But anyway, so I'm like, damn, like, yo, bro, like his mom really passed, and it's like, what would you do, right? Like, if your mom not, like me, I had my dad. My dad was there for my potty training, so for me it's a little bit different. Like, I could just ask him how to do the shit. My brother, he has a baby. I can ask him. I also help with my niece and my nephew, so it's a little bit different. But like, I just think about like niggas who don't have fathers, and it's like, or not fathers, don't have fathers, and let's just say, like I said, his mom passed away, and now he trying to figure it out how to do it, from a book. Like, he don't got that hand-in-hand experience that you're supposed to get from your mom or your dad or somebody who raised you. And it's like, those lessons there, like how do y'all know how to just like teach your kids to be like, you're not to be smart, but how do you know that the shit that you're doing is gonna put him on the right path? How do you know like what you're teaching him is gonna make sure like he's gonna get the best opportunities out of life? Like, you get what I'm saying?
Nah, like, yeah. So like I was saying, like, I done been around my uncles and shit like that, and the way they deal with their kids is like, you feel me? They kids is on the straight and narrow path, so I'm like, all right, this how you supposed to do it. But even before that, cause I'm older than some of my uncle's kids, so like my mom. See, if you don't have your mom and your father, that shit is gonna fuck with you, OD.
Bro.
Like, God forbid, if that shit happened to me, I don't know what I would do. Honestly, I don't. And I think about it a lot because it's life. You feel me? You only got one life. So if that shit happens to you, you cannot bring nobody, you cannot bring them back. It's nothing you can do.
Like,
so I don't know how some people, like, I know some, you remember how we was doing I was doing the World Venture shit?
The World Venture shit?
You remember and I was telling you to come to listen to this.
Oh, yeah. The
Julian
yeah,
homie that you were saying, like, you like how he was doing his thing. He lost his mom's and his pops and had a kid. You see how old he was? 20 years old. He having a daughter.
Damn.
I don't know how he can maneuver around that. I want to know what to do. Then you have a daughter on the way. You feel me? Well, he has a daughter now, but that's a lot. That's a lot. See, I got my mom still, and like my mom taught me a lot. Like, my mom told me a lot. And even, I don't even be having a lot of conversations with my mom, but it's just the way my mom do things and shit like that. And I watch that shit and I know, like, the do's and the don'ts. And I'm old enough, I'm 22. I know what to do, what not to do, how to do it, when to do it. You feel me? Like, I know a lot. So I feel like with me, it would be, like, of course, you always, ain't nothing wrong with a little bit of help. Like, of course, if I was to have kids, I would want my mom to help me with certain things. But I know a lot of shit myself, so you feel me? Like, I don't really need my father there to tell me this and shit to do, what not to do and shit like that, because I know for myself.
Mr. Quiet Man.
Hey man, look, I just been waiting my turn cause
my fault. You should have said something.
Nah, bro, it's so good. I'm finna preach, but truth be told, like I've been listening to what Ray said, and I've really been dwelling on the question a lot. And truth be told, bro, when it does come time for me to be a father, bro, I'm not gonna know what to do, like, at all. Just off the simple fact that, bro, I could say, like, I've really never had a father. And it sounds crazy, but I mean it's really true. And don't get me wrong, like, my father, he has, like, tried to be in my life, but it's just like, for me, it's certain wounds that just won't heal. Like, or like when I said it takes an insurmountable amount of maturity, and that's part of what I meant by I'm still learning how to be like, for me, I'm coming into a young man learning how to be a man, because I still don't know how to cope with that. I don't know how to deal with that. And like you said earlier, bro, I'm back tracing on everything. When you were talking about like all of repressed anger and why you might be angry and upset, bro, that's literally me all the time, bro. Amir could vouch for me too, because in high school, bro, either I wasn't showing up or I was like, I looked angry as hell, like I just wanted to kill someone, bro, like, truth be told. And it's like I never really knew why, and because of the fact that I never had my father in my life, it's like I don't really want to say it affected me, but I don't know, like, where, like, this feeling is coming from. Like, I can't pinpoint where it's coming from. I don't understand, like, why I feel the way I do, and, like, why it just comes over me out of nowhere. And truth be told, when it comes time for me to be a father, I'm really not gonna know how, because I like compassion, bro. I like empathy. I like understanding, because it's like